Hey yo, what up everyone? It's your boy Matt Diazable, doing more reviews. I know, I'm churning them out. Having a lot of fun doing it. Trying to make a career out of it. Let's keep it rolling. You know what I mean? Yeah. Today, this is a little bit of a shorter one because it's not a full-on EP. It's just like a couple singles, but I like talking about this band. I enjoy listening to them, and so I figured, before the end of the year, talk about some release that they've done because one of the albums their last album they put out back in 2023, I thought it was a good album. It was in my top 10 albums of that year. I'll put a link to that down below, talking about my 2023 favorite albums. And that band I am talking about is Harm's Way, with this little single they put out this past year called Otherworld / V.B.Y.S.S. Now, if you're into hardcore, you know this band. Industrial hardcore band based out of Chicago. Been doing it hard since about 2009, 2008. Really hit their stride in 2000, like the late 2010s, with their album Posthuman. They had a few albums before that. Rust, if I'm correct, not Scrambled. What was their first one called? Oh, I'm blanking on it. They put out an EP called Blinded. They put out their last album, Common Suffering. They've been in the game for a while now, and they've been going hard by, being a little bit different in the hardcore scene because they involve a lot of industrial elements to their sound. So they never fully fit into the hardcore world, but, they're still there putting out heavy music. And I think, if I'm correct, these two songs didn't make the cut of Common Suffering. They cut these songs for whatever reasons, and so I think later they just wanted to put them out. They're kind of B-side songs, but I gotta say, I think they would have worked pretty well on the album. Starting with the song Otherworld, which opens up with a very slow crawl sound. You get some really high, sharp riffs that immediately grab your attention. Then it kicks in the groove with the riffs, some heavy bass, and some really deep drums that make the track feel massive. The drumming on this particular track sounds amazing, sounds really great. The vocals have a very big and nasty feel, sitting perfectly in the mix and everything, and just, very commanding, as James has always sounded on all the Harm's Way songs. And what really stands out about this song is the groove, because the drums hit, particularly the double kicks on the drum head, just kick really hard. The snares have a really snappy feel to it. They have a lot of authority to them. And there's just this big, heavy breakdown that feels very cinematic, feels very huge, and it just sounds massive. And midway through the song, the tempo kind of shifts into this lower, more deliberate groove, and the backing vocals in the background add a nice layer of texture to the song. And it's the kind of song that makes you wish that it was, on the album itself, because it has a very massive appeal to it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the song just sounded too big for the album Common Suffering. Maybe it wouldn't have fit into the whole album's like vibe and everything, but nonetheless, the track feels huge. The bass adds a nice level of feel to it. I think it's a dope song. Then you get the song V.B.Y.S.S. I guess it's Abyss in a way. This one leans into more of a darker, creepier territory. It starts off really soft with subtle drum and bass work, and then some just very understated electronic beats, giving it a very hypnotic and moody vibe. The vocals open up very gently. There's like soft vocals at first, but then midway through the song, you get some very distant, massive scream vocals, and they just serve as a nice counterpoint to everything. And then you get some really crunchy industrial riffs that hit the track really hard, that assert this very dark, moody, and hypnotic feel to it. And so, if I feel like it was a similar track to their song Terrorizer that they put on the album, but that one kind of hit a little bit harder for people. And this one has similar vibes to it, with its slow intro and very electronic, opening and everything. And then it gets very massive with the crunchy riffs. Still, I think it would have fit really well in the album overall. So it's really cool to listen to these two separate songs and everything, and just talk about them and dissect them a little bit. They're very Harm's Way, very industrial sounding, very massive in size. I think they would have worked really well on the album. And overall, I would give these two songs all combined together, they work really well. The review, I'm getting a little sidetracked. I would simply give them a nice 9 out of 10. They sound good together. I think they would have worked well on the album. Just wanted to give my 2 cents on this and talk about Harm's Way in some way this year on my channel. So this is me talking about them. Yeah. Again, Otherworld hits like a sledgehammer. V.B.Y.S.S kind of takes more of a darker hypnotic ride, very industrial hardcore. Sounds really good, very intelligent music, I would say here. So till next time, guys, see you in the pit.